Hello, welcome to Video Mania 2. I'm the man behind the counter, Duncan, and today we're going to talk about a very underrated and misunderstood sci-fi noir film. This came out in May of 1999. It is The 13th Floor. It stars Craig Bierko, Gretchen Mol, Armin Mueller-Stahl, Vincent D'Onofrio, and Dennis Haysbert. It was directed by Joseph Rusnak. It is based off a novel called Simulacron 3. Now, this movie, when it came out in May of 1999, there was a little movie that came out a little bit earlier, a few weeks earlier, called The Matrix. And it really revolutionized filmmaking, and the plot and everything about it was so new and cutting edge. And when people found out the premise of this movie, they were thinking, oh, it's a Matrix ripoff. When that's really not the case. There are some similarities, but I think people rejected it because, and myself included, I was like, a guy downloads himself into a computer simulated world. I just saw an awesome movie doing that. This seems like it's just trying to cash in. Maybe they heard about this cutting edge movie that's coming out and they tried to make their own. That's not the case at all. This movie, The Matrix, is like this mixture of action, sci-fi, cyberpunk, all kinds of stuff. This is more science fiction, but has a noir premise and it has a big twist to it. But here, Craig Bierko's character, Douglas Hall, is a high-ranking guy at a company, and he works on the 13th floor, hence the title of the movie. And his boss, Hannon Fuller, played by Armin Mueller-Stahl, is a computer program designer. And he wanted to create a computer simulated world of Los Angeles in the 1930s, something where he could reenact the times of when he was younger. So he goes and does that, and it's a way that people, they have avatars in this world, and they call it jacking into the system, and he downloads himself into this avatar and goes and lives out, his adventure there. And so they're designing, it's very cutting edge. They're building a computer simulated world, it's something that's never been done. It's very groundbreaking work. But Hannon Fuller discovers something that just absolutely startles him. And he writes a letter in this 1930s Los Angeles world, and he gives it to a bartender, Ashton, Vincent D'Onofrio's character, who's also, Ashton's the avatar of Jason Whitney, who lives in the current day at the time, Los Angeles. So that's his avatar. He's like, you must give this letter to Douglas Hall. He'll ask for it. It's very important that he gets this. And Ashton, just takes it. And that's where it starts. But now Fuller goes back to current Los Angeles, and he's murdered. And it seems like it's by somebody that he knows. So now Douglas Hall wakes up, and he feels like he came out of a blackout. And a Detective McBain, Dennis Haysbert's character, comes and questions him because he suspects him, and Douglas Hall doesn't remember, and he suspects himself too, and he doesn't know what is going on, but he answers McBain's questions a little bit about the work that they do and stuff like that, and he said he was close to Fuller. But then a woman named Jane Fuller claims that she's Hannon Fuller's daughter, and Douglas Hall always thought he didn't have a family. I think he would have told me. We worked closely together for years. So the plot gets more interesting, and he feels this strange connection to Jane, like he knows her somehow. But she's very mysterious, and when she comes in to try to take control of the company, there's kind of a little bit of legal wrangling there, but he's very intrigued by her, but he knows something's off. But he also feels that he's met her. So Douglas Hall must uncover this mystery because he thinks he murdered Fuller, and he keeps blacking out and he doesn't know why. And so he has to uncover this mystery with McBain suspecting him, and he's trying to figure out what's going on too. This is a very interesting story. And then when the twist takes place, you're like, wow, that was actually pretty cool, and it's very clever. And the pacing is good. It's not so much a slow burn, but a little bit, but you get a feel for these characters and what they're trying to do, and it makes you question different things. Is a computer program, artificial intelligence, which is big now. Is it life? If it has conscience? All this is explored a little bit here. And he gradually figures out what Fuller was trying to tell him, and it just shatters his world too, his worldview of what's going on. Like, it just changes everything when he finds out what it is. And this does a good job of giving you little breadcrumbs here and there to kind of understand it. And then when it's revealed, you're like, wow, that really works for the most part. Now, not everything here works perfectly, but overall, I really think it lands, and I think it's a shame. I think it might have been smart to maybe shelve this movie for a year and market it as, hey, it's not like The Matrix at all, other than the one similarity. Blech, can't talk tonight. And of entering a computer simulated world. But after that, it's very different. It's very stylish, with that noir feel to it. But a really good movie. I remember when I rented it from old Hollywood Video. Remember that place? I wasn't expecting anything. And when I picked it up, I was like, wow, this is quite good. So I bought the DVD of it, and I think it's something I watch from time to time. And I'm never disappointed. I pick up little things here and there. But very stylish, very nice. Great movie. Let me know in the comments, have you seen it? What did you think of it? Do you think that one similarity to The Matrix hurt it, and do you think it's misunderstood? Let me know any of those things. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.